Everyone's chasing better looks right now, and that's not an accident. Social media keeps pushing the idea that small changes can completely upgrade your face, your body, and how people treat you. Some of these ideas are treated in real biology. Others, they're shaky at best. A few are straight up dangerous. Our video today breaks down all of it using actual science. Mewing is the practice of keeping your tongue pressed flat against the roof of your mouth, teeth lightly together, lips closed, and breathing through your nose. That's it. No chewing gum for hours, no forcing your jaw forward, just posture. This idea comes from orthodontic research showing that tongue position and breathing patterns influence facial development during childhood and adolescence. The tongue is a very strong muscle. When it rests against the palate, it applies gentle pressure upward and outward over time. Studies show that nasal breathing and correct oral posture support better jaw alignment, wider palates, and improved airway function. Mouth breathing, on the other hand, is linked to longer faces, recessed jaws, and narrower dental arches. The biggest benefit for adults comes from posture correction, improved neck alignment, better breathing, and reduced facial tension that can all make the face look more balanced. It works slowly and quietly. That's why it doesn't look impressive in before and after photos, but it does hold up scientifically. If posture matters this much, diet turns out to matter just as much. Lookmaxxing is based on beta-carotene, a pigment found in carrots and other orange and red vegetables. When consumed regularly, beta-carotene builds up in the skin and gives it a warmer golden tone. Now, this effect is real and well documented. Multiple studies show that people with higher carotenoid levels in their skin are rated as healthier and more attractive than those with paler or duller tones. Foods like carrots, sweet potatoes, pumpkins, and red peppers all contribute. The effect takes weeks to appear, not days. The risk, like everything else, comes from overdoing it. Excess beta-carotene can turn the skin yellow, orangish, or really nasty, especially on the palms and face. As is all things, moderation is key here. Balanced intake improves color. Extreme intake looks unnatural. This method works best when combined with overall good nutrition rather than obsession with a single food. Skin color can change with food, but height is the feature that everybody wishes they could change. Average human height has increased dramatically over the last century. This change didn't happen because genetics suddenly improved. It happened because nutrition, sanitation, and disease control improved. Humans already had the genetic potential, they just weren't reaching it. Height maxing focuses on maximizing growth before growth plates close. Protein intake supports tissue growth. Calcium and vitamin D support bone mineralization. Healthy fats support hormone production. Zinc, magnesium, and iodine all play supporting roles. When these needs are met consistently during childhood and adolescence, people grow closer to their genetic limit. Once growth plates close, bones stop lengthening. Nutrition can no longer increase height. At that point, posture becomes the only factor. Strengthening the back, improving spinal alignment, and reducing compression through sleep and exercise can recover small amounts of lost height, usually 1 to 2 centimeters at most though. Height maxing works best early on. After the window closes, expectations, they need to change. If bones can respond to nutrients and posture, temperature can also change how the face looks. The towel method involves biting down on a towel to strengthen jaw muscles. Muscle growth is possible. Stronger masseter muscles can make the jaw appear wider or more pronounced. That part is real. What this method can't do is reduce facial fat. Fat loss doesn't work locally, it happens across the entire body. Jaw exercises also carry risks. Uneven chewing or excessive force can strain the jaw joint, cause facial asymmetry, and affect tooth alignment. This method offers limited visual benefit and real downsides if done incorrectly. Muscle training alone can't reshape bone or remove fat. Eyes matter more than jaws and first impressions, which is why another trend targets them directly. Okay, hunter eyes describe a deep-set appearance with minimal upper eyelid exposure. Studies show that this eye shape is often rated as attractive and dominant. Now, that part is true. The idea that eye exercises can create this shape, it's not so well supported. The muscles around the eyes are small and the skin there is extremely thin. Repeated stretching or forced contraction accelerates wrinkle formation. There's no evidence that exercises can pull the eye socket deeper or change eyelid structure. This method carries high aging risk with no proven benefit. The desired eye shape is largely genetic and influenced by bone structure, not muscle training. If eye exercises fail, maybe water balance explains why some faces look leaner overnight. Potassium helps regulate fluid balance by counteracting sodium. When sodium intake is high and potassium intake is low, the body holds water. This leads to facial puffiness. Increasing potassium intake helps flush excess water and reduce bloating. Foods rich in potassium include bananas, potatoes, spinach, beans, and avocados. This method works best when sodium intake is controlled. Excess potassium without enough sodium creates imbalance and doesn't improve appearance. The effect is noticeable and relatively fast. It changes water retention, but not fat or bone. It's useful for short-term appearance improvement and overall health when done correctly. Water weight fades fast, but fat loss changes everything. Facial fat significantly affects perceived attractiveness. Studies show that lower body fat within a healthy range improves facial definition. Cheekbones become more visible. Jawlines appear sharper. Eye area looks cleaner. Research suggests that 12 to 14% body fat in men is often rated as most attractive. Extreme leanness reduces facial fullness too much and ages the face. Starvation methods backfire. Sustainable fat loss through diet, strength training, and consistency produces the biggest long-term facial changes. This method affects the whole body and face together, which is why it works so well. Some people take fat loss logic way too far and try to force bone growth directly. The Maasai people are among the tallest populations in the world. Their jumping rituals involve repeated vertical jumps. This has led to claims that jumping increases height. Bone adapts to mechanical stress through a process called Wolff's Law. This explains why weight training increases bone density. Lengthening bones through jumping lacks evidence. No studies confirm height increase from jumping after childhood. Jumping improves athleticism and bone strength. Height increase claims remain unproven. When jumping fails, influencers start selling more extreme techniques. Eyebrows frame the eyes and strongly affect expression. Thicker, darker eyebrows are associated with masculinity and dominance in men. Rosemary oil and microneedling stimulate hair follicles by increasing blood flow. Studies show mild effectiveness. Minoxidil is significantly stronger. It promotes hair growth by extending the growth phase of follicles. Facial use is not officially approved, but many report results. Shaping also matters. Adjusting eyebrow spacing can balance facial proportions. Its small grooming changes create noticeable effects here. Strength training builds muscle and reduces fat. This improves body shape and posture. It also increases testosterone and growth hormone. These hormones influence facial structure over time by supporting bone density and muscle tone. Studies show that athletic bodies are rated as significantly more attractive. The face benefits indirectly through fat loss, posture, and hormonal balances. Beards increase perceived masculinity and dominance. They can mask weak jawlines, they can add symmetry, and they can change face shape visually. Beard density is largely genetic, but growth can be encouraged with microneedling and growth stimulants. Minoxidil speeds beard development. Results vary. Beards change perception quickly, which makes this method powerful. Some people push physical pressure even further with risky ideas. Bone smashing involves striking facial bones to stimulate growth. This is extremely dangerous. Repeated head impacts reduce cognitive function. Brain injury risk increases even with low-force impacts. No evidence supports safe or effective facial bone remodeling this way. This method should be avoided entirely. The most overlooked method improves everything without damage. Sleep drives growth hormone release, tissue repair, and inflammation control. Good sleep reduces facial puffiness, improves skin clarity, and sharpens the eye area. Chronic sleep deprivation increases cortisol, water retention, and aging markers. Improving sleep quality produces visible results within weeks. Once all methods are laid out, the industry becomes easier to see clearly. Understanding what works protects both your appearance and your health. Hope it helped. And if it did, make sure you like the video and subscribe.